just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening. It's Saturday night here in the Pacific or in California. So good evening to everybody. Magandang gabi. And if you're watching us in the Philippines, it is Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. As always, we hope and we pray that you have a wonderful lunch with your friends, family, loved ones, significant others, and enjoying the beautiful Sunday afternoon. And if you're watching us in different parts of the world, regardless on where you are and the time zone and your location, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, as well as our team replay and our team share. Happy viewing to everybody. Just to let you know, before we start, we have a very, very good show tonight. Aba, may bueno mano tayo. Si Katrina Poblete Salum, the mother of Ayana Poblete, who is based in UK and having the wonderful production of The Flood. So we talked about it last time. So happy viewing, Katrina. Katrina, right now, I believe she's back in Doha, Qatar. She was on vacation in the Philippines for a while, and now she's back in Doha, Qatar. And hello to your loving husband as well, and to your children, aside from Ayan, of course. And si CM, di maghahabol. Nako, masyadong hugot ni CM. Ito yung mga bueno mano natin. Ako, Katrina, CM, and everybody who will be logging in, I need your help kasi maganda yung topic natin for today. So before anything else, we're live on PHLB Radio Facebook page as well as PHLB Radio YouTube channel. And hopefully, yung mga regulars natin, you are already subscribed to PHLB Radio YouTube channel so you won't miss any of our shows. Madali lang yan. All you have to do is click share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to be notified every time a show of PHLB Radio is on, just click on that notification bell. Yan, ganyan lang yan. And so at least if you miss any of our shows or yung mga pumapasok sa ating late, you could always tune in and look at the playlist that we have on our PHLB Radio YouTube channel. You could see all the shows there, and of course, the shows are from past and current. Naku, ang dami na pumasok. Itong si SSCC Cavite is watching. Sabi niya, si SSCC Cavite. Hi, Tito Josh. Aba. Si Ernst Dance is watching also. I guess si SSCC Cavite is from Cavite. What part of Cavite? SSCC. Paramdam kayo dyan. Okay. So we're also live on PHLB website, which is www.phlbradio.com. And if you're using Amazon Fire TV, just look at PHLB Radio channel. And if you're using Alexa, ay, may pumasok na message. If you're using Alexa, just say, play Alexa PHLB Radio. Play PHLB Radio. And also, we are live on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Yeah, and if you have any questions, comments on any of our shows or in the station, just log on to www.phlbradio.com. Yan, ako si SSCC Cavite pala. Of course, si Gingerberry, nagpalit siya ng anyo. Si Gingerberry, who is, meron siyang business na aesthetics clinic in Bacoor, Cavite. You should go and visit. Si Rosana Millar is watching as well. The singing dentist natin from Laguna. But she is based, of course, a BFF ni Katrina. So sila yung mga regular natin. Toy, thank you for sharing the post talagang maraming salamat. Every posting that I do about PHLB radio shows, pinopost nyo, re-repost. So thank you. Si Jing, Jing, nagbago ka ng anyo. I heard may mga bagong development sa'yo. Call me one time offline Ayan naman natin i-broadcast dito. Si Gingerberry. So, maganda. Si Gingerberry is very pretty. At bagay na bagay yung kanyang business na aesthetics clinic. And that's located in Bacoor, Cavite. And I'll see you guys. I will be definitely in Manila next month. May mga business ako nga ayusin dyan. So, I think we're ready to start. Yung mga hahabol pa, we'll just do a synopsis. Charging my other phone. Okay, good. Hopefully, you guys, si Katrina, si CM, tapos yung mga naandito na si Ernst, at saka, of course, si Gingerberry, would be able to help us out dahil dito sa ating letter sender. Ganda yung topic ngayon. I think it's timely. Ang episode title natin for today is How do you get over the pain and anger? Okay, kumbaga in Tagalog, paano ka ba talaga mawawala yung galit o puot at saka yung sakit? Nako, sobrang hugot, di ba? O isa hugot. I'm trying to get into the thing. Okay. So, of course, maraming mga bagay-bagay. Nako, February pa lang marami ng hugot. So, let's start. Sabi niya, how do you get over the pain and anger? Like what I said in Tagalog, paano mo ba maiibsan o mawawala o malulunasan yung galit at puot na nasa puso mo, pati ang sakit. Ayan, at malalaman natin. Maganda talaga itong storya nito. May pagka nakakainis din at same time. Si Tony Garcia is watching. Hey Tony, long time no see, no hear. Naku Tony, maganda yung topic natin ngayon. Makapagbigay info ka at mga bagay-bagay. Si Tony Garcia is the celebrity photographer of the year. Parang yearly na yata ito multi-awardee photographer here in Los Angeles. So, kung yung may mga weddings at mga events, si Tony Garcia, hanapin nyo. Maganda yung mga pictures niya, very professionally done at mabilis. Wala yung kanyang wala pa yung kanyang BFF partner na si Katie Ortiz. So, hello, happy viewing. Start na tayo. Sabi niya, how do you get over the pain and anger? Sabi niya, Dear Kuya Jush, good day to you, the viewers and the listeners. Thank you. Daming thank you na. Thank you to PHLV Radio for having this show, Dear Kuya Jush. This show is my weekly habit for some time. Maraming salamat. Watching Dear Kuya Jush show gives me lessons and wisdom that I ponder on which I apply to my everyday life. So maraming salamat. More power to you, PHLV Radio, at sa mga shows mo. Nako, maraming salamat din. Like what I said time and time again, itong show na to ay hindi magkakaroon ng saysay. It will not have a meaning kung wala kayong mga supporters, viewers, and listeners at yung mga nagpapadala ng email or letters o PM sa akin. Maraming salamat. And of course, we welcome constructive criticisms. So as well, okay, sabi niya, Kuya Josh, you can call me Bruce. Aba, lalaki. You can call me Bruce. 48 years old na po ako, separated at with 4 grown-up children. So, 4 ang anak, obviously. My wife left me for another man. Nako. Again, my wife left me for another man. Ang masakit, she left me and went, my wife left me for another man to my best friend, Derek. So bali ang salarin ay ang kanyang best friend na si Derek. Siya ang sinamahan ng asawa niya. Yes, Kuya Josh, iniwan ako ng asawa ko at sumama siya sa best friend kong si Derek. Derek was my kababata and we became brothers from another mother. We grew up together and he is family to us. We went, hold on. Okay, hold on. Nawawala yung aking, alisin ko to. Okay. Derek was my kababata. And we became brothers from another mother. We grew up together and he is family to us. We went to grade school, high school, and college together. When I met Maria, my wife, or former wife, Derek was with me. The whole time, Derek is with us. He is the godfather or ninong of all my children, my 4 kids. To me, he is my brother and he is family. Kaya, Kuya Jush, napakasakit to know that he had an affair with my wife all these years. Some of my relatives already warned me about what is happening. They said they saw some obvious signs. Regardless, I was oblivious on all of these signs. It never crossed my mind, Kuya Jush, the accusations and warnings of my relatives dahil kapatid ko nga si Derek. Kuya Jush, kababata ko siya. Magkababata kami. Higit pa sa magkapatid ang turing namin sa isa't isa. Ninong siya ng mga anak ko, kaya it was so difficult for me to accept what he did, what they did. To this day, when I think of what happened, naiiyak pa rin ako sa nangyari sa amin. To this day, hindi ko matanggap na nagawa nila ito sa amin. Napakasakit. Parang sasabog ang puso ko sa sakit, Kuya Jush. Hindi ko alam when or kung kailan nagsimula ang pagtataksil nila sa akin. Hindi ko alam what I could have done wrong for them to do this to me, to us. Naging mabuti akong asawa, ama, kaibigan. Aminado ako na pagdating sa kama, I am conservative at hindi ako mahilig mag-experiment. I refuse to believe na yun ang dahilan why Maria had an affair with Derek. Pinalitan ba ako dahil hindi ako magaling sa kama? Wala bang halaga ang pagiging mabuti kong asawa, ama at kaibigan? Pagod na akong mag-isip for the reasons that would make me feel better kung bakit nangyari ang nangyari. Pinipilit kong ituloy ang buhay kahit sobrang sakit sa puso ko. Sobrang bigat sa kalooban ko. In front of my children, Kuya Jush, I pretend to be okay dahil ayaw ko silang mag-alala sa akin. In front of the other people, I pretend na okay na ako. The hardest part is when I go home, when I am alone. I feel the pain, sakit na pinapatay ako paulit-ulit. I kept asking, why? Why? Bakit ito nangyari sa akin, sa amin? Kuya Jush, how do one get over the pain and anger? How can one get over that pain na sobrang sakit? Na sa sobrang sakit ay parang hindi ako makahinga sa sakit. Sakit na sobrang bigat sa dibdib na nagsisikip ang buong nagsisikip sa aking buong dibdib. Sakit na nasa loob ng katawan ko, sakit na wala ka ng luha pa na sa pag-iyak mo. Sakit na nakatitig ka na lang sa kawalan. How can one get over the anger? Galit na sa puso mo ay walang katumbas. Galit na nanggagalaiti ka sa sobrang puot. Galit na gusto mong makaganti, makasakit. Galit na nagliliyab sa iyong buong kalooban. Kuya Jush, ito ang mga question ko sa iyo, sa mga viewers and listeners. How can you get over the pain and anger? When would these feelings stop? Hindi ko alam, kaya naisipan kong isulat ang nangyari sa akin. Hanggang ngayon, I'm living day to day. Hanggang ngayon, I'm crying silent tears in front of other people. I hope I could get a good advice, comments sa mga listeners, sa'yo at viewers. Ang iyong taga-subaybay, Bruce. Nako. Ay, nako. Ano ba yan? Oh, teka muna, may mga bagong pasok. Si Sunny Francisco, hello! Si Sunny is watching from Quezon City. Alexander Francisco is watching as well from, I think, Project 4 in Quezon City. Si Tony Garcia, saya, makikinig lang ako while driving. Josh Enduit, nako, ingat-ingat, Tony. Huwag tayong ma-aksidente when we drive. Tapos si Josh just came in also. Si Josh Rafana. So, happy viewing sa inyo. So, doon sa mga nahuli, ulitin lang natin kasi maganda yung topic. So, medyo makabagbag damdamin at maraming hugot itong ating letter sender. Hold on lang. Si Rolando Sabila is watching from, wow! He's watching from Bangkok, Thailand. Talagang jet setter tong si Rolando. I saw your nakita ko yung mga Facebook text, not text, but posting mo. Talagang enjoy, be careful in Bangkok at enjoy it with your family. Hey, eto na. So ulitin lang natin for the benefit yung mga nahuli. Sabi niya, silip lang ako bago ka muna, advice ka. How do you get over the pain and anger? Yun ang tanong. Nagpapatago siya sa pangalang Bruce. At ang asawa niya ay si Maria. Of course, ito ay these are not their names. I changed them as an incognito para hindi malaman yung tunay na katauhan or yung person na nagpadala sa atin. At ang kanyang best friend, kababata, ay si Derek. Again, hindi niya tunay na pangalan. Ito ay, he wrote to us, Bruce wrote to us because he needed help. He needed our advice, our comments, and maybe opinion regarding sa buhay niya o nangyari sa kanya. Kasi itong si Derek ay kababata niya. They went to grade school together, high school together, college together. At nung na-meet ni Bruce, si Maria, si Bruce ay best friend o kababata. So parang BFF sila. Alam mo yung, which is common na ngayon na brother from another mother. Kumbaga, wala silang blood relation, pero they treat each other like magkamag-anak. Very, very close. So, ang masakit niyan, ang sabi nga niya, he's separated. He's 47 years old with 4 grown-up kids. So, ang nangyari, itong si Maria ay nagkaroon ng affair. Actually, iniwan yung pamilya at sumama, which is not really an isolated case na ngayon in today's society, regardless whether it's in the Philippines or anywhere. Pero ang pinakamasakit talaga, ang sinamahan, the culprit, ay ang best friend na si Derek. Imagine, kababata mo, BFF mo, brother from another mother, only to find out na meron palang relasyon ang asawa mong si Maria at ang iyong best friend. At ang masakit, tinangay na o sumama na si Maria after all these years. So yun ang kanyang na parang sinasabi niya, what could I have done? Ano ba? Sinabi niya, he's a good father, good provider, good husband. The only thing na alam niyang medyo kulang siya is on the romantic or sex department kasi he's very conservative. I don't know what it meant. Siguro you could play it in your sa mga utak niyo na lang na hindi siya mahilig mag-experiment. So of course there was no detail on the email. So kayo na lang ang play it in your mind kung ano yung sinabi niya. Conservative siya when it comes to the sex department or the sakama department. So, pero sinasabi nga niya, he was saying, yun ba ang reason? Is that the reason because hindi siya magaling? He's not a good lover? Is that enough for Maria to go with or to leave them and or leave him and go with Derek. 'Di ba? Parang how do you, so sobrang galit niya, sabi niya wala na siyang luha, no more tears when he cries, pero hindi niya pinapahalata, and that's the hardest part. Hindi niya mapahalata sa mga anak niya na he's still hurting. Sabi niya ang sakit-sakit. Siguro masakit talaga because masakit na nga na maloko ka, o Filipinos would say maiputan ka sa ulo mo for guys, pero yung makiapid at sumama sa kababata mo, sa best friend mo, sa BFF mo, mas masakit yun. Now, that's why he end up writing us a letter. Gusto niyang malaman our views on that or some advice, kasi nga sabi niya he only look, parang hirap siya, okay siya, pero when he gets home and he's alone, he felt all the pain, he felt all the anger, gusto niyang makaganti, gusto niyang manugod, pero what can he do? He's a good man. So yung mga viewers natin, listeners, kung may mga comments kayo, please type it on our thing, kasi nga bago ako magbigay ng aking comment myself. Okay, yung ating buena mano, I see, teka muna, yung mga natin, ako si Alexander, ang una nating buena mano sa comments, o sila si Jean Giberry, naku, ano mga comments yun, si Rolando, hopefully makapag-comment ka, si Tony, mag-commenting kayo, si Josh, so hopefully I could read your comment and what you think. Sabi ni Alexander Francisco, at saka si Katrina, at saka yung mga tao, mga supporters natin sa Doha, Qatar. Okay. Sobrang bigat ng naramdaman ni Kuya. Sobrang bigat ng naramdaman ni Kuya Bruce. Siguro, Kuya, ang gawin mo, magdasal ka, bigyan ka ng lakas ng loob ng Panginoon para harapin yung pagsubok na ranasan mo ngayon. Tapos, after mo ma-release yung nararamdaman mo, gagaan ng loob mo. Alam mo, I'd like to echo that. Same with me. Prayers, like what I've said time and time again, kahit na anong bigat ng pinagdadaanan mo, prayers is really your weapon. Prayers do move mountain. So I'll expound on that later. Basahin pa natin yung comment ni Alexander. Sabi niya, kung mahihirapan kang magsabi ng nararamdaman mo sa ibang tao, lagi mong tandaan, andyan ang Panginoon para pakinggan ka at gabayan ka. So true. Naku, sabi nga nila, you cannot hide. Kung ano nararamdaman mo, it's between you and God, of course, or the Lord, whoever you adore and you pledge allegiance to. Tapos sabi pa, dagdag pa ni Alexander, sabi niya, palakasin mo ang loob mo para sa mga anak mo. Lagi mong tatandaan, lahat ng naranasan mo ngayon ay may dahilan. Pag nalampasan mo yan, lagi ka titibay o lagi kang titibay. Ang galing ng advice ni Alexander. So parang almost the same na nararamdaman ko. Kasi when I read this letter earlier this week, I prayed about it kasi it was very tough. It would be a disservice to tell you, Bruce, na it's a walk in the park, kasi hindi. It is not an isolated case like what I said previously, that relationship would fail, o like lalo na ngayon sa showbiz dyan sa Philippines, ang dami-daming mga hiwalayan. We have artists, and it's an open book na after 11 years, 12 years, nakakahiwalay, and these are boyfriend, girlfriend pa. And wala, parang it is in this time and age to have a successful marriage, to have a successful relationship, it takes talagang hindi mo masabi. I personally would share with you, I have good friends na ako pa yung best man during the wedding. They've been together for 15 years, and during their wedding, it happened in the Philippines at Philippine Plaza, that yung mga vows nila, yung mga, you complete me, I don't know what happiness, is about until I got to meet you. Ang ganda ng mga vows. Then fast forward to after so many kids, say 4 kids, after 15 years, ay nako, they are like on each other's throat. Parang they cannot stand each other. So ako, being a good friend of both parties, I asked, what happened to the vows na you complete me para akong incomplete, tapos with your presence I became complete. Ano nangyari doon? And sabi nila, well, time changed. Maraming mga discoveries, maraming mga incidences, maraming situations that made the relationship difficult, with all the trials, especially living abroad, or regardless whether here, Manila, it doesn't really matter. Talaga, it takes really a career. The relationship really is career. Kinakareer yan. Pero yung kay Bruce kasi, ang pinakamahirap talaga na tanggapin, I think yung the mere fact kasi na nangyayari talaga yung failed relationship, we know that for a fact na even regardless of where you are, people would have an marital affairs, would have we call it extracurricular affairs. Yung iba nga nagkakaanak pa sa iba. It's how you handle in the growing up. Ako personally, I always thought it's an isolated case, pero now it's so common. I know all of our senders, our listeners and viewers, nararamdaman ko na it happens, di ba? Yung may relasyon kayo, you think that this is the end all na, that yun ang sagot sa happiness mo, ito yung nagkumpleto sa'yo. Pero after some time, hindi yun ang nangyayari. Hindi yun ang end all. Tapos nagkakahiwalay kayo. Ang pinakamahirap dito kay Bruce, yung umiwan sa kanya, yung asawa niyang si Maria, ang sinamahan yung kababata. And I just reading through your email, Bruce, I could feel the pain. Ako nga, I'm just a third party to the letter, to your email. Ang bigat. I felt, imagine ko ako pa yung nasa situation mo. But it's really, really tough. Yung question mo, it took me a while to think of an advice, to think of my comment to your predicament, to your situation. Pero the mere fact na sumulat ka sa akin sa programa, I'm glad because it's a way na makakuha ka ng mga opinion from our viewers at saka our listeners. At least kahit pa paano you could get some nuggets of wisdom na lagi ko sinasabi. Kasi minsan nagiging subjective na tayo and we need another person, another point of view to especially when we vent out our situation, when we share our situation, kasi hindi ka ma-judge at magiging at least objective sila based dun sa nabasa nila o narinig nila. Okay, let's have si Gingerberry. May comment si Gingerberry na i-share ko sa inyo. Sabi ni Gingerberry. Ito, maganda to. Sabi ni Gingerberry, remember that things happen for a reason and never a coincidence. People come in our lives for a reason or people come in our lives for a reason or for a lifetime. Acceptance is the key. Nako, tama. And believing in your self-worth. God will vindicate you in the end. Just be still and know that God is in control. Uy, ang ganda noon, Gingerberry. Alam mo, totoo yan. Maano ko lang sabi nila, people coming to our lives, na they do 3 things. One, people, they give you lessons. Tapos naman, or the other person give you the memories. At naman yung isa, give you happiness. So ang question, like in this case, medyo mahirap. A season, a reason, or a lifetime, sabi niya. Okay, ulitin ko na lang para remember the things, sabi ni Gingerberry, remember the things happen for a reason and never a coincidence. People come in our life for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. Acceptance is the key, and believe in your self-worth. God will vindicate you in the end. Just be still and know that God is in control. Alam mo, napakaganda nung sinabi rin ni Gingerberry. At the end of the day, masakit man at ang hirap i-justify what was done to you, but you just have to trust. Sabi nga, I always tell you guys yung acronym, di ba? BTS. Believe, trust, and surrender. You just have to believe that there's a reason for everything. May reason why such predicament happened to you or such situation happened to you. You just have to trust that everything will be better, and you just have to surrender. Nga, i-echo ko yun. And always, ito maganda yung sinabi ni Gigi Bere, and I'll echo it and repeat it. God will vindicate you in the end. Sabi nga, di ba? Vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So kung ano man yung nararapat para kay Maria at sa BFF mong si Derek, only time can tell. Sabi rin ni Gigi Berry, be still. Kalma ka lang. Because always remember, God is in control. Lagi naman, di ba? Lagi naman, God is in our midst. Sabi nga, you just continue praying. Ako kasi idadagdag ko pa bago ko basahin yung kay Katrina Pobletes. Dagdag ko lang na I like the fact na first accept mo yung situation na, well, iniwan ka, sumama sa best friend mo. Accept that. There is something you cannot change anymore. But I think aside from the acceptance, you need to forgive. You need to try. You need to make baby steps, one foot over the other, of forgiving them. Kasi hanggang hindi mo napapatawad yung kasalanan, if we can call that, kasalanan o yung damage or yung situation na ginawa nila sa'yo, which in the culture ay talagang unexplainable, walang excuse, na talagang kumbaga yung panloloko sa'yo. But you need to forgive them because yung anger mo is the one making you more vulnerable, at lalong it will be more damaging to your health eventually kasi sobrang galit, when sobrang galit we have it in our hearts, and it's really affecting you. And we had that. Kung nakikinig ka, Bruce, before sa mga shows, like you said, this is something na weekly habit mo na. We had a show before about forgiveness, at sinabi natin, forgiveness or forgiving is not for the other person, but this is for you. Because when you forgive, you free yourself from that pain, from that anger, from that bondage of being evil, having evil thoughts, like what you said, gusto mong gumanti. See, you need to release that kasi this bad feeling within you is gonna hurt you. The blessing that was supposed to flow into you, nahihinder yan. At alam ko, this is very, very tough. Sabi nga, it is not a walk in the park. It's not a breeze that you could breeze through. Ang hirap magpatawad, lalo na there was one letter we read before, lalo na kapag hindi naman humihingi ng tawad. It is so difficult to forgive when the forgiveness is not being asked. So you go back to that core na forgiving is not for them, but it's for you. Okay, to release you of that anger, that bondage of anger towards them. Okay? Si Katrina, I'll read you in a minute. Si Catherine Cruz, like as always, thank you for your support and happy viewing to you. Sayang na miss mo ng konti. Hopefully na-watch mo kanina. Catherine is, of course, the beautiful wife of the former Consul General of Los Angeles, and that is Adele Cruz, who's now with the DFA, Department of Foreign Affairs, sa consular something. Okay. Sabi ni Katrina Poblete, sabi niya, aba, si humahabol, si Chuck Marcos is watching. Si Doms Sepagan. Hello, Doms. Nako, late ka na naman. You're giving me a heart. Nako, hopefully, one of these days, maaga-aga ka na marinig mo at makapag-comment ka sa mga kaganapan ng mga letter sender natin. At fresh ideas from you guys are really, really appreciated and most welcome. Sa Katrina Poblete Salov, my friends, supporters from Doha, Qatar, sabi niya, it's really hard. It became harder knowing the fact that those involved are close to your heart, Bruce. It's easy to say move on kasi hindi naman kami ang nasa shoes mo. Pray and always ask for God. Mahaba platika. Pray and always ask for God's guidance. At the same time, make yourself busy by engaging into happy and endearing activities like hiking with your children. Minsan, the best way to heal is to keep yourself busy. Sometimes naman, alone time is applicable. Don't be so hard on yourself. Darating ang panahon na mag-heal ka without you noticing it. Love yourself, Bruce. Uy! Katrina Poblete Salum. Ang ganda rin. Tama rin. I agree with you, like what we said earlier. Yung ang maloko ka na kumbaga magkaroon ng affair yung iyong husband or wife with another person. It's already unacceptable, di ba? But to run away with your best friend na talagang tinuring mo na kulang na lang dugo mo, that you've been together since grade school, at ninong pa ng mga anak mo, ng 4 kids, ninong siya, and ninong supposed to be the second parent in the event na tagapag-advise and to support and all that. Pero to run away with the wife, 'di ba? Parang ano ba ano pang kailangan? Ano pang pwedeng gawing sakit ng isang tao? It's bad enough and it's unforgiving na nga for the wife to be running with another man, but for your best friend to be the culprit na sinamahan. So it means na hindi lang, like what you said, hindi mo alam when the affair started, and there were signs na sinasabi ng mga relatives ni Bruce, there were signs na pagsabihan na siya na parang careful siguro, ganyan, be careful, ganyan, ibang tao pa rin. However, dahil nga kababata mo, BFF mo, and ninong ng mga anak mo, you did not have that idea na it can happen and it will happen, but it did. So sabi nga niya, tama rin sinabi ni Katrina, it is difficult to say to him, to Bruce, na move on kasi we are not in Bruce's shoes. Sabi niya, pero may caveat. Pero always make same thing with yung ine-echo natin na sabi ni Gingerberry, know that God and be still, that God is in control. It's almost the same din na sinabi ni Katrina. Sabi niya, you always pray and ask God for guidance. Kasi at this point talaga yun talaga ang matatakbuhan mo Seriously, when the pain is inside you, the anger, tapos yung talagang unexplainable pain or the pain that will never go away, talagang sabi mo nga, Bruce, that no more tears. When you cry, wala nang luha because you have used all of it. But you just pray. If you've been praying in the past, pray harder. And sabi nga niya, keep yourself busy, sabi ni Katrina. And that's a good way too. Because sabi nga, idle mind becomes a devil's workshop. I know you've heard it growing up. Totoo yun. Pag wala kang ginagawa, kung ano-ano naisip mo, you are overthinking, you're doing something that might damage and that might damage yourself, and you could even develop mental illness, which is very common now. So if you keep yourself busy, ang ganda yung sinabi niya, hiking with your kids, do some activities, siguro go out once a week, go watch a movie. Huwag mong isipin na kawawa ka, because that would be self-pity is not the answer, but instead pareho kayo na sinabi ni Gingerberry, know your worth. Know yung halaga mo sa buhay mo. At always remember that your marriage had fallen apart dahil nga iniwan ka ng asawa mo, pero you have 4 kids, 4 beautiful kids na talagang pagbalingan mo ng, and you got to remember, kids were not just created out of habit. These were a product of, or a creation because you love each other. Diba? Yun naman lagi ang sinasabi. The kids are really the product of the love of the man and the woman, or the husband and wife. So tama yung sinabi niya, ibaling mo, instead of you being worried about your predicament, about your situation, put all your attention now to your kids. Put also your attention to self-love, because it is worth it na talagang and ang good sinabi rin ni Katrina, which is nice, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't overthink na ikaw yung may pagkukulang. Don't overthink na because you, like so you said, you were conservative in the bed department. It is, you should not think about it, because at this point, regardless whether it is or not, the damage already been done. So you move from there. It will take time. The healing will take time, but you could do baby steps. 1, acceptance. 2, forgiveness. You forgive them. And 3, surround yourself with positive people. Talagang yung mga taong will not put you down, will not gossip about you, will not marites or tolits about your life, but will just be there to listen. And yung mga kaibigan naman natin, and this is a good advice, when friends confide you yung mga innermost problems nila, huwag yun nang imarites. And that's so common in our culture. Huwag yun na ikwento. Just sometimes it is important as a culture, or as an individual, or as a group, as being a friend, is to listen. Kasi listening sometimes is what the other person who's going through such traumatic experience, it's all they need. They just need to vent out the situation, to tell them their problems, and then if asked, you could then give your points of view. You could then tell the unsolicited advice, but you ask permission. At wag kang masyadong magmagaling. Even anyone, you got to remember, kanya-kanya tayo ng journey. All you need to do is listen, make an assessment, pray on what you're gonna say to that friend who's going through some traumatic experience, or in a traumatic situation, and pray. So when you open your mouth, the advice is coming from a good place, from the Supreme Being, or whoever you adore and whoever you cherish. Okay? Tapos sige pa. Nagbigay si Catherine ng mga heart. O, teka, meron pa. Hold on pa. Dami pa. Tapos eto pa, dagdag pa ni Gingerberry. Oops, nawawala yung comment. Okay, dagdag ni Gingerberry. Sabi nga, there's beauty for ashes. You grieve for a while, then you learn to accept things you cannot change and move on. There are only 2 choices. Either you dwell on the hurt, or you move on, knowing that all things shall pass. Either you go down or you go up. Happiness is not an option. It's a decision and a choice you will have to make. Great things take time. Wag magmadali. The sun takes 24 hours to shine again. 9 months for babies to be born in full term. Wow! Naku, Gingerberry! Talaga yatang may inspired ang mga hugot. Talagang, that's why nakakamiss ka na nakakamiss kang kausap. That is so nice. Talagang, sabi nga, di ba, kahit anong mawala sa buhay natin, it might be a loss from death. Grieving takes time. Tama siya. It will be for a while. And you need to accept things that you cannot change. Like Bruce, like in this case, Maria already moved on. She went with your best friend, Derek. There's nothing you could change. Okay? So, sabi nga ni Gingerberry, you have two choices. Either you dwell on the hurt, which you are right now, you're dwelling on the hurt, or move on. Because you got to remember, think of your past experiences, yung mga naging, say, hurdles natin, trials natin, mga problems natin sa workplace. Di ba? Sa workplace. Pero akala natin, ang bigatan ng problema. Parang the world will fall apart. Tapos parang sabi nga in the Tagalog parlance, parang guguho na ang mundo. Then when you look back, give it some time, it went away. Nasolve naman. It all things shall pass, sabi nga ni Gingerberry. Tapos tama yung sinabi, it's your choice. You have either, do you want to go up, or do you want to go down or wallow in sorrows? Ang ganda nun, happiness is not an option. It's a decision and a choice you will have to make. Totoo yan. I agree with that. Happiness is a choice. Okay? Kasi if you wake up and you said to yourself, manifest mo na, this will be a perfect day, this will be a good day, and it will. Kasi choice mo to be happy. Like si Bruce, I know you're hurting right now, like what you said. I know you are going so much question in your heart, but ang ganda ng mga advice natin nito na learn to be happy. Make it a choice to be happy. Choose to be happy. Because it's happiness, sabi nga ni Gingerberry, is not an option. Tapos ang ganda rin sinabi niya, anything in the world takes time. At yun nga, huwag madaliin. So, give it some thought, give it some time, at ang kanyang mga example, it takes 24 hours for the sun to shine again, di ba? 24 hours, so it takes time. Tapos for a baby to be born in full term, 9 months. So yun yung ibig sabihin that every beautiful things, anything that in our life, it takes time. Hindi siya pwedeng overnight. Hindi pwedeng madaliin. Even when you fall in love, it takes time, di ba? Ito yung isa pang celebrity photographer, Los Angeles, na celebrated, si Katie Ortiz. Ito yung BFF ni Tony Garcia. So welcome. Teka, meron pang mga pahabol. Okay. Let's see. Ako. Gingerberry, may iniintriga ka ni Catherine Cruz, nag-PM. Teka, nag-PM si Catherine Cruz, Dali. Sabihin ko sa'yo. Sabi niya, diba, nag-comment ako na ang kaganda ng mga comments mo. Sabi niya, in love yata si Gingerberry. Ako, Gingerberry, mag-ano tayo? Usap-usap tayo later. Tapos lahat ng nagte-text po sa akin, maraming salamat. At alam kong your full support. At yung iba sabi, will watch the replay and make comments. Please do! Because the comments that you give to the show, binabasa po yan ng mga email and letter senders natin. So, yung may mga humahabol pa dyan, again, firstly, maraming salamat sa iyo at haging na mabuking yung name. Maraming salamat, Bruce, kasi I know it is not easy to write about your life, to talk about your situation, to be able to share what's going on with your life. It's always tough, but like what I have said time and time again, sometimes it really helps to be able to open up to a stranger. At siguro consider a stranger at the same time we're your friends, that we are always open to listen. At we're not gonna judge you. We are gonna be objective, and we will only react as much as we can, and hopefully we can give you good opinion, some or advice that you could ponder, like what you said. You could think about it or think things through. at sana yung mga comments ng mga listeners and viewers natin ay mag-matter sa'yo. I will pray for you at sana I hope that like what I said earlier na you will heal. The prayers of healing sa'yo ay maibigay. There's no easy word na or a single word or group of words that I could tell you to alleviate your pain. Diba? It's not for me. Parang walang panacea, walang cure at this point. I want you to grieve on that pain. Pero one, like what was echoed earlier at what was said, echo lang natin ni Gingeberry, na Katrina, ni Alexander, na acceptance is key. You need to accept the situation, and then ako dagdag ko, you need to forgive. You need to be able to move on from this. But forgiveness, like we said, is not to forgive them, not to forgive Maria, or not to forgive si Derek, but to forgive yourself. So more blessing will come to you. At the same time, keep praying. Kasi nga sabi nga, everything takes time. But always hold on to that faith. Hold on to what you know best, na things will come to pass. All things will come to pass. It's already a guarantee. It happened not only to you, but time and time again. Now, as far as moving on, it would take time. So just give it time. And then I like very much yung sinabi nga ni I believe it's Katrina. Sabi niya, spend time with your kids. Do some activities. Don't be idle. Try to make yourself busy. Try to be preoccupied or occupied, and don't allow yourself to be overthinking, because sometimes when we overthink, kahit wala namang ganap, nagkakaroon tuloy because we kinda manifest bad things, and when you put bad things into your mind, then you kind of create a situation the worse than what is. Alam mo yun? Yung parang sa kakaisip mo, nagkakaroon tuloy ng buhay yung mga hindi naman talaga. I hope you understand what I'm gearing into. Diba? Parang ganun. Okay. Sabi pa ni si Ron Antonio, hey, the Sayaw King of the Philippines at happy viewing to you, Ron Antonio, at very successful ang kanyang sayaw sa Cabuyao, Laguna. I saw the picture. So again, maraming salamat for watching. Medyo nahuli ka lang, pero hopefully next time. He is the Sayaw Zumba King of the Philippines, at siya yung ating Guinness World Record holder ng biggest Zumba gathering done in the world. So ano pa yan? Record pa to this day. Unparalleled or unsurpassed to this day. Okay, sabi ni Katrina, naku, for a lighter side naman po, sabi ni Katrina Poblete Salum, sabi niya from Doha, Qatar. Uy, Katrina, sabihin mo kay Rosana, namimiss ko rin ang mga comments niya. Parang quiet lahat, busy sa kanyang singing career. For a lighter side lang po, ang struggles daw po ay dapat dinadaanan lang natin, hindi daw po natin dapat tinatambayan. Yan ang lagi naming biruan, magkakaibigan, pag may problema ang isa sa amin. Uy, that's nice Ang struggles po daw ay dapat dinadaanan lang. You go through that. At hindi po dapat tinatambayan. That's so cool. Ang ganda. Meaning, wag masyadong dibdibin. Because it's already there. So you just know, accept, pero wag kang maglagi. Don't make it a hangout place. Kumbaga. And that is so cool. That's so cute. Si Gingeberry naman, sabi naman ni Gingeberry from Bacoor, Cavite, when you learn to fall in love with yourself, you will manifest true love whether you like it or not. Embrace your journey. You are very blessed by God to have a fresh start in life in ways you'll never expect and beyond what you deserve po. Wow, ganda. Nako, Ginger Berry, maraming salamat sa mga comments mo. Ang ganda. You have to fall in love with yourself, sabi niya. Kasi you will manifest through love whether you like it or not. Embrace your journey, yung pinagdadaanan mo. Yakapin. Tandaan mo, we are all blessed ni God. And the mere fact that you could have a fresh start, ito yung comment niya, that in itself is a blessing. Because you will be blessed and you will be given someone or something that you more than deserve, sabi niya. So ang ganda, you guys. Yan ang gusto ko sa ating mga listeners and viewers at saka mga team share at yung mga team replay. Talagang I learned kung kayo, you think na kayo lang, like si Bruce, sabi nga niya, may mga natututunan siya araw-araw. Pati si Kuya Jush natututo din. And I know we are enjoying, we are all learning, and we are all students of life. Sabi nga, anything, learning, and change are the only constant in life. Parang walang katapusang kaalaman, walang katapusang learnings tayo, at ang change is one of the many things na constant in life, di ba? So yun, ang ganda, you guys. Talagang I'm so blessed to have you guys today. So sila Doms, ako Doms, next time comment ka rin. Si Katrina Poblete, hello, thank you talaga sa mga comments mo. Si Ginger Berry, talagang kayo talaga, sila Tony, tapos sila Alex, yung mga hindi ko pa nabanggit, maraming salamat sa mga comments nyo. I'm in awe talaga sa inyo for every week na nakikinig kayo, nakiki-jamming, discuss sa mga bagay-bagay na nakikita natin dito. Maraming salamat at naririnig. Alam ko si Bruce ay natutuwa at I know na in a very simple way we're helping him cope up sa nangyayari sa kanya at nangyayari sa kanya. So those are blessings na I cannot give anybody by myself, but with all your help. Again, si Katrina, si Gingerberry, at yung mga nagko-comment pa, yung mga humahabol pa. Again, I am in awe and I have so much gratitude in my heart for all the support that you guys have been doing. Sabi niya, si Rosana Millar Banera, sabi niya, hi! Team replay na naman. Nako. Rosana, namimiss ko na rin ang mga comments mo. Humahataw ang mga comments talaga ni Katrina ni Katrina Salum. Di ba? Talagang siya na. The mother of Ayana. Talagang iba. Marami talagang nuggets of wisdom na natutunan tayo mga kila Gingerbread. Kasi ito yung mga, sabi nga, mga hindi nagagawa overnight. And hopefully next time, masyado kasing busy itong si Rosana sa kanyang singing career. She is a dentist in the in Laguna, and I think Kalamba, if I'm not mistaken. And now, of course, she is a dental instructor sa mga universities in Doha, Qatar. So, at excuse natin siya. So, maligayang pakikinig, panonood to everybody. So, I just want to, again, express my gratitude sa mga nanood ng Manila International Film Festival na shows natin na past part 1, part 2. Nako, yung part 1 po naging 3-hour show, yung alam mo ba. Tapos yesterday naman naging 2 and 40 minutes, but it was all worth it. Yung show kasi na-cover talaga natin, and I got so many PM messages saying na thank you, because although most of the people were not in Los Angeles to be able to partake of that event through the show, na para silang naandoon na rin. And again, the experience was really the experience was beyond expectation. Of course, it was not a perfect event. However, for a first time, for an inaugural event, I would say they did a fantastic excellent job. So maraming salamat for those people. Thank you, Tony, for giving us so many hearts. Lahat po na nagpapadala ng hearts. I cannot thank you enough. So with that said, maraming salamat, Bruce. Hopefully, may natutunan ka o yung nagustuhan mo yung mga advice. Put it to heart. Everybody will pray for you and we're rooting for you. Hopefully, one of these days, you would be able to give us an update on how you're doing. So dun sa mga sumusulat po at sumulat sa amin, don't worry po, we're going through your letters one after the other. I am at awe sa mga letters po niyo at yung iba po ay tumatawag at kinukwento yung kanilang mga buhay at mga kanilang situation so we could tackle it here on the show. So maraming salamat. As always, I cannot thank you enough. So those people in different parts of the world, whatever you're going through, just hold on to your faith. Just pray and manifest that everything will come to pass, as was said by some of our viewers and our listeners. You just hold to your faith and pray and manifest and accept and forgive those that, regardless whether they're asking forgiveness or not. So with that said, you have a wonderful weekend, whatever is left of it. For those people, Filipinos abroad, Monday is a holiday. It is President's Day. Naku nga, mga busy ang mga tao sa mga sale kasi may malaking mga President's sale. At to my understanding also, it's gonna be raining in California. It's gonna be raining from Sunday up to Wednesday. So ingat-ingat lang po tayo sa pagdadrive. At when it rains, the roads become very slippery. So be careful. Always pray before you leave the house and ask for guidance. And of course, whatever you do in life, you just have to believe. You just have to trust, and you have to surrender. Everything that you do is already part of a grand design. Even before we were born, there's already a grand design already given or made for us. You just have to believe that. So with that, happy next week po at sana it will be such a blessing ang next week sa inyo. Have a wonderful, safe weekend. Also a wonderful weekday or week next week. So as always, before I close any of my shows, I always advise as a reminder to everyone to be kind. You can never ever go wrong with kindness. And any act of kindness that you do to people or you share with others, it is already a guarantee. It will come back to you in so many ways, in different forms, in different situations, with different people, in different situations. That being said, good night, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone, wherever you are in the world. Magandang araw sa inyo. Happy viewing to everybody. Enjoy, and bye-bye everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. God bless us all.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.